to the site for Friday, August 22nd. I'm Soledad O Brien reporting from San Francisco. The digital domain, now our top story, artificial life. Remember pet rocks? More than 1 million were sold during the 70s. How about chia pets? Well, now the idea of artificial pets has gone high-tech, with virtual pets flooding the marketplace. The latest entry is a cyber creature so advanced that some scientists say it blurs the line between real life and artificial life. This market last July and has reportedly sold more than 50,000 copies. Stay tuned for our own virtual creature, Dev Null, up next. Time once again for Dev to help us answer some email.
I love answering email. It's my favorite thing, by the way. So if you want to send me some, dev@thesite.com is the email address, and just send it along. I don't answer it, by the way. I should tell everybody, via email. I answer it on the show. I can't answer all the emails I get. So don't expect a personal answer, all right?
Okay. Are you quite through? Can I get to some email?
Yes. Great.
This is from GTL81. I know Netscape's newest version, 4.0, is Communicator 4.0. I don't want all that mumbo-jumbo in the big Communicator package. I just want the newest browser. Where can I just get Netscape Navigator 4.0?
Good news, GK58399-4. Netscape realized that they were making a mistake sending out this, it's like 12 megabytes of stuff, and people really just want the browser. So they finally have said, maybe we should just ship the browser. So they're going to start offering a stripped-down, simple version of Netscape, just the browser. It'll be a couple of megabyte download, much simpler.
Cheaper, right?
Yeah, well, $10 cheaper, but still, I think that's fabulous, because now they get a conferencing program, you get all this other stuff that who needs it? All you need is a simple browser. So good for you, Netscape, and good for you, GK9932,
for asking the question.
For asking the question.
Okay, this is from CJ from Queens, New York. All right.
Yeah. Hey, CJ, yo, what's happening?
Is that supposed to be an accent from someone from Queens?
Yeah, isn't that how they talk there?
No,
don't they talk like that?
Nothing like that.
Oh, all right.
Every time I turn on my laptop in the task list, there's at least one item that is strange. MSG32 Serve, Explorer, Win32 System Manager, etc. I switch to them. Whoops, there we go.
I know what she's talking about.
And nothing happens, so I just end task it. What are these, and how can I keep them from
Don't end task it. First of all, understand what CJ is talking about here. You can, if you press Control, Alt, and Delete simultaneously, get a list of all the things that are going on in Windows 95. This is only for Windows 95. Don't do that in Windows 3.1. You'll reset the machine. Ooh. But if you do it in Windows 95, you can see all the different what we call processes that are going on. Now, some of them are the programs you're actually running, but others are programs that are running you don't know about. Things like, she talked about the message server, he talked about the message server, the Explorer, which is the user interface. So don't end task those. Those are all supposed to be running. Don't stop them. You could actually crash your machine by stopping some of those. Leave them running. It's normal. They're supposed to be running. That's part of Windows 95. It runs 3 or 4 tasks at once. So...
Okay.
You can get into trouble by looking too deeply into what's going on.
Just leave it alone.
Pay no attention to what's going on.
Okay, this is from James. My Apple multiple scan 15 display monitor is 2 years old. Yesterday, it started to become a bright blue color with green lines. I was wondering if there's anything I can do to fix it without having to take it to the repair place.
That happened to me once. I just took a bromo seltzer, felt much better. But if it happens to your monitor, that's terrible. That means probably one of the guns is going, or you could have a bad connector in the back. But the point of this is, it is not user serviceable. Haven't you ever looked in the back of this thing and said, do not open, no user serviceable parts inside? That's because monitors can, even if they're unplugged, can zap you. They retain electricity in those big capacitors. You touch those and your hair will start spinning, and it's a mess. So don't try to fix it yourself.
Is that what happened to you? Is that why your hair spins?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that cryptic comment? What are you talking about?
It's not cryptic. I'm asking, what's up with your hair?
Actually, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? And by the way, another thing is Apple has had trouble with their monitors recently, similar problems. So if you have a new monitor that's happening to, bring it in. It is under warranty, and they have a fix for it.
So he should get it repaired.
Get it repaired,
Dev, thank you so much. The site returns right after this. Please don't go away.
Don't do it yourself. Take it from one who knows. You stick your finger in monitors, you're going to be sorry. Ah!
It is never easy being sick, but it's really difficult when you're battling a life-threatening illness. Tonight on Side of the Night, we take a look at a special place online for kids and teens who are seriously ill. It's called Convomania.com, and here to walk us through is Chris Kim, one of the site's studio producers. Welcome.
Thanks, Soledad.
This site is for kids and teens. What are the ages that pretty much get involved?
Actually, the site was designed by Apple Computer's Worldwide Disabilities Group, and that is like this really small advocacy group at Apple who's trying to build tools to help people with disabilities be able to do the things that they want to do. And they wanted to create a place for kids who are really sick. And originally they were thinking that this would be for younger kids, and it would be almost like a distraction. There'd be fun events and things. But once they started doing this, they realized actually it's more for teens, ages 13 through 19, who really want to go face-to-face with their problems and be able to talk with their own peers about those issues.
Yeah, it's really interesting. A lot of the site is not medical Q&A, and it's not talking to doctors and nurses. It's teenagers talking to teenagers and talking about death and other really horrible, sad, scary things. Do they monitor this at all? Do they say, okay, this topic is out of bounds?
Actually, they don't. I mean, this is, I think one tagline they have on the site is like, this is where courageous expression is expected. And right from the start, when you look at the homepage of the website, you just see that it's like, immediately it's like, are you here where it's okay to be sick, basically. And they really want to stretch the bounds of acceptability. And they are very much upfront about talking about people who are dying, people who are sick. They have a whole section in one area called the yearbook, and it's pictures of all the different people who are participating in this. And actually, if one of them has died, it's they put their picture up and they talk about what's happened and what their illness was.
Yeah, the yearbook was amazing. I mean, who does someone from Apple then go and design this page? Because it's almost a personal page for each kid.
Well, what happens is, actually, first to explain a little bit, because this is slightly different. I mean, it wasn't that Apple just created a website and then said, let's have sick children and take a look at this. They actually had to go to physical locations. They worked with about 9 different hospitals and camps to see, would you be willing to put in a computer? We'll provide an internet connection and get, the kids who are really sick and who are really isolated and who don't have a lot of interaction with other teens to participate in this.
So they go in and design the site, or they help design the site as well. There's a great chat section as well.
Right.
And there's something called the workshop. Convomania, the musical, what's that about?
Right. Well, actually, just the first thing is the chat is really, really the key, that's the lodestone of this whole website. Other sites throw in chat because it's kind of a side thing, we're going to do this, but this is the key place because these are kids who really cannot get out. And so this is where they can laugh, they can cry, they can share experiences, they can talk about their problems, but they can also flirt and be like normal teenagers.
Right. And of course, anyone who wants information on the musical can go and check out Convomania.com. Chris, thanks so much. Appreciate it. The site returns right after this. Yeah, I think that's a great site. Digital art created on computers, is still fighting for recognition as a serious art form. Tonight, meet some artists traveling the long, hard road to get their computer creations accepted by the art world and the public. Our web team has put together a special resource guide to other art communities online. Check it out by logging on to thesite.com and clicking on the link to the Site Tonight page. We'll be right back. Site essayist Cliff Stoll is on location again tonight, taking us to the Albright Knox Museum in Buffalo, New York, for a few thoughts on the reality of chat rooms. Tonight, coming up on the weekend edition of the site, advice for anybody starting a home business. We'll get answers to viewer email about the best computers and software for the home-based entrepreneur. Plus, a lot more this weekend on the site. And don't forget to check out our website at thesite.msnbc.com or www.thesite.com. I'm Soledad O Brien. Good night.
The World Wide Web. It's multimedia and it's interactive.